Okay, so I is going to be equal to 70 over 100 times 29 plus 1, which you can go ahead and just 7 over 10, mark out that 0, times 30, which you can mark out that 0 there. So 7 times 3 is 21, or the 21st position in your order data set. Okay, so 21 is not my answer. I need to find the 21st position, which is right here. That's the 21st number. So the 70th percentile is actually 64, and that's your final answer. Okay, for part B, the 83rd percentile, so K is equal to 83. N is still 29. So I is 83 over 100. 29 plus 1, and just write 30 there. Okay, now this is going to come out to be 24.9. Because this is not an integer, I've got a decimal here. I've got to round up to 25 and down to 24. So I need the 25th and 24th number. Okay, so 24th number is the 71, and this is the 72. Now I need to take the average of these two numbers. So 72 plus 71 divided by 2, or 71.5. And that is the 83rd percentile. Okay, and then interpreting these percentiles. Percentile is a relative standing of your data. How does it stand with relative to all the other data values? It's comparing kind of like you to everybody else in the classroom who took the standardized test. Now, low percentiles always correspond to lower data values, and high percentiles always correspond to higher data values. Now, percentiles, it doesn't mean that low percentiles are bad, high percentiles are good. It depends on the situation, and you have to interpret it based on that situation. It could be good, bad, or it could be neither. Okay, on a time math test, the first quartile for time it took to finish the exam was 35 minutes. Interpret the first quartile in the context of the situation. Okay, so 25% of the students finished the exam in 35 minutes. And it's 25% because we're talking about the first quartile, or Q1, which means it's the bottom 25%. So that's where that 25% came from. Which, okay, these two things have to add to 100. So if 25% finished in 35 minutes or less, then the rest of it, so 100 minus 25 gives you the 75%, must have finished in 35 minutes or more. Okay, here you could say a low percentile is good because you can finish the exam quickly and make sure you actually do have enough time to finish it. Okay, on a 20 question math test, the 70th percentile for the number of correct answers was 16. Interpret the 70th percentile. Okay, so 70%, because of the 70th percentile, of students answered 16 or fewer. So 100 minus 70, 30. 30% of students answered 16 or more questions correctly. Here, you want more questions to be correct, so the higher percentile would be the best. And here, at a community college, it was found that the 30th percentile of credit units that students are enrolled in was 7. Okay, so 30%, coming from this 30 percentile, are enrolled in 7 or fewer. 70%, 100 minus 30, 70, are enrolled in 7 or more credit units. Here, it doesn't really matter how many credit units a student has, so here there is no good or bad value of judgment. So it's really just neither.